Hold up your hands and look at them. They match perfectly, and you still can't lay one on top of the other? Chemists call that chirality, and almost every molecule that matters inside you has it. Now what if I told you we could flip every atom in the universe into its mirror image and you wouldn't notice? Physics barely cares which way round things are. Flip only you, and you're dead in about a month, sitting in a kitchen full of food you can no longer eat. In December 2024, roughly 40 scientists, 2 of them Nobel laureates, published a warning asking the world to stop building the version of this that could actually happen. There's a molecule called carvone that makes this easy to check for yourself. Carvone comes in 2 forms that are chemically identical by every measurement we know how to take, right down to their boiling points. The only difference between them is that one is the mirror image of the other, the way your left hand mirrors your right. One of them smells like spearmint, the other smells like caraway seed. Limonene does the same trick. One hand of it smells of oranges, the other of pine. Your nose is filing 2 identical molecules under completely different foods, which means something odd is going on inside your head. Your smell receptors can tell left from right. They're chiral too, and they're doing it right now, in whatever room you're sitting in. Every protein in your body is built out of amino acids, and amino acids are chiral. There are 2 versions of each one. Life uses a single version. There's no mixing, and there are no exceptions. Every protein in every organism on this planet for 4 billion years has been assembled from left-handed amino acids. Every strand of DNA and RNA runs on right-handed sugars. Nobody knows why. Chemistry has no preference at all. In a test tube, the right-handed version behaves just as well. Life picked a side extremely early and never revisited the decision, and every living thing you have ever seen descends from that choice. So what happens if we reverse it? Say you go to sleep tonight and every molecule in your body gets flipped, the same atoms in the same arrangement reflected. The first thing you'd notice is that breakfast smells wrong. Your receptors are mirrored now, so mint arrives as caraway and your orange peel smells of pine trees. Then you'd eat, and it would taste strange but perfectly edible, and you'd go about your day feeling completely normal. That's the cruel part, because there's no pain and no symptom to warn you. You are already starving. Every enzyme in your digestive system is a lock cut for one shape of key. Flip the lock and ordinary food stops fitting it. The bread you just ate is starch, which is long chains of right-handed glucose. Your mirrored enzymes need left-handed glucose, and left-handed glucose barely exists on Earth outside a laboratory, so the bread travels through you chemically untouched. The chicken was built from left-handed amino acids. Your mirrored body can only build with right-handed ones. That protein is now packing material. Water and salt still work. Some fats would give you a trickle of energy, but without usable sugar or usable protein, your body starts consuming itself, and every meal you eat changes nothing. You'd die of malnutrition over a few weeks, surrounded by a working food supply, in a world where absolutely nothing had gone wrong. While you're starving to death, you would also be the healthiest human being who has ever lived. An antibody works by shape. It recognizes a virus or a bacterium by fitting against it, the way a hand fits a hand. Your mirrored immune system can't grip any pathogen on Earth, and no pathogen on Earth can grip you either. Flu can't get purchase, neither can tuberculosis. Every virus that has ever hunted our species would slide off you like it was built for somebody else, because it was. Then when you died, your body wouldn't rot. Bacteria and fungi couldn't digest you any more than you could digest them. You'd lie there exactly as you were, indefinitely, in a world with no idea what to do with you. We have already learned what a single flipped molecule costs. In the late 1950s, a drug called thalidomide was sold to pregnant women for morning sickness. It came as a mixture of both mirror forms. One of them worked, the other caused severe birth defects, and thousands of children were harmed before the drug was withdrawn. You would think the fix was obvious. Separate the 2 forms and sell only the safe one. That wouldn't have worked either. Thalidomide flips itself inside the human body, and in blood serum, half of it converts to the other hand in about an hour. A perfectly pure batch of the safe version would have turned into the dangerous one inside the patient. Handedness decides what a molecule does to you. It's the whole story, not a footnote on the diagram. So far we've mirrored a person and dropped them into a normal world. Turn it around, leave the world alone, and put a single mirrored bacterium into it. Everything that normally keeps bacteria in check stops working. Your immune system can't recognize recognize it, and neither can any animals, and probably no plants either. Amoebas can't eat it. Bacteriophages, the viruses that destroy bacteria by the trillion in every handful of soil, can't dock with it, and soil fungi have no enzyme that fits. An ordinary bacterium lives in a world where everything is trying to consume it, which is why no single strain ever takes over. A mirrored one would arrive somewhere nothing can. It wouldn't need to be aggressive or clever or engineered for harm. It would simply be a shape that nothing alive knows how to grab. This stopped being hypothetical some time ago. At Westlake University in Hangzhou, a synthetic biologist named Ting Zhu has spent years assembling mirrored biological machinery from scratch. In 2022, his team built a mirror image version of T7 RNA polymerase, an 883 amino acid protein constructed entirely from right-handed building blocks, which transcribes mirrored genetic code. Then they went after the ribosome, the molecular factory that turns genetic instructions into proteins. His team has produced mirrored RNA strands making up around 2/3 of its catalytic core. And Zhu has said they've now made nearly all of the ribosome's components. A working mirror ribosome is the hinge point. It would let mirrored organisms build themselves, instead of being assembled molecule by hand. In December 2024, around 40 senior scientists published a commentary in the journal Science, alongside a full technical risk assessment. 2 Nobel laureates signed it, and 16 members of national academies. Their conclusion was blunter than scientific documents usually get. Research aimed at creating mirror bacteria should not be permitted, and funding bodies should say publicly that they will not pay for it. Their estimate is that the capability is at least a decade away, which is exactly why they wrote now. The point of the letter is to arrive before the technology does. By 2025, the discussion in Nature had already moved on from whether to restrict this work to how, which leaves the thing nobody can answer. Why left? Something on the early Earth tipped the balance, and 4 billion years of copying locked it in. In space, we find both versions in roughly equal amounts, so whatever happened, happened here. And here I'm going to leave the evidence behind for a moment, because there's a possibility nobody has been able to test. There is exactly one place in physics where nature genuinely distinguishes left from right: the weak nuclear force. The one responsible for radioactive decay is not mirror symmetric. Qian-Xiang Wu proved it in 1956, and it won a Nobel Prize the following year. Some researchers suspect that this tiny asymmetry, buried in the behavior of atomic nuclei, nudged prebiotic chemistry a fraction of a percent toward one side, and that self-amplification did the rest. It's unproven, and it may well be wrong, but it means the shape of every protein in your body might trace back to a bias in the weak nuclear force. Go back to your hands for a second. Nothing about the universe demanded you be built this way round. Flip the whole thing and it works identically. Your handedness is an inheritance, passed down without a single exception from whatever molecule happened to win an argument 4 billion years ago. In water, every living thing you will ever meet is a copy of that one coin landing, and we're now learning how to flip it.